to start with the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I know, and we had a window open.
Yeah.
All right. Considerations of agenda additions or deletions. Do we have any? Seeing none. Invitations to members of the audience to speak to items on the agenda. All right, none. We're on to communications. We don't have any there, so we are up to superintendent's report with Dr. Blaze.
We are. So we are going to start with some updates from construction trades. So we have Michael Troyer, our instruction trades teacher, here to tell us all about what they're up to.
Am I right here?
Yep, that's fine.
I want to thank everyone for allowing me to be part of the construction trades program and appreciate the continued support of it. Presently, we are working on a project south of town, located on 150 South. It's a 2-story residence. It's a single-family dwelling, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It's a lot of height. It's 36 feet tall. It's the first story is 10 feet, and the joists are add another almost 2 feet to that, then 12-foot ceiling, and then 2-foot joist again. So it's way up there in height. And so just this week we passed our electrical, HVAC, and rough plumbing inspections, and we'll have our insulator start. He's prepping tomorrow, and we'll start spraying on Friday. And so we'll be hanging drywall just shortly after that, beginning of next week, next Tuesday, we believe. We'll be able to start hanging drywall on the ceilings. As soon as the weather breaks, we're gonna. Hopefully the weather breaks sometime. We'll be starting on the exterior siding, and there's a 2nd-story deck that I've just made, sent off a request for a quote on those parts for that. I feel like we've got really good momentum going right now. It took a long time to frame because it's the height of it and very unique roof style, just a shed roof, and some rake walls that gave us some fits, some print problems, and some other things. But I feel like we've got a good grasp on it now, and that we'll be able to move ahead fluidly as the season progresses. For next year, we have a house. It's actually a neighbor to our present project, and it's actually the guy who's doing our insulating. So kind of works hand in hand that way. Word of mouth and spreads out. Anyway, so that house is going to be a barn-dominium style with a large shop and residential section on it of 1 to 2 bedrooms. The whole footprint is going to be underneath 2,000 square feet. The owner just told me this week, he sent me a notice that he should have the prints by either the end of this week or next week. So we'll have everything moving along during the summer. So when the students start in August, we'll be able to start putting up posts and walls and get things situated. So, beyond that, Mr. Sisson, the director of Habitat for Humanity, contacted me, and he would like to join with Building Trades for another venture, not this next year, but the 27-28 year. And the only problem is that it's either going to be in Topeka or South Milford. And that's pretty far away. But if it's a small enough house, I think we could still be able to do it. But that is kind of outside the parameters of what we usually work in. So I need to confirm with him. I just left just moments ago. We had the dedication service for the Habitat house that we worked on last year. So.
Awesome.
How many students do we have, Mike?
We only have 13 right now. We started with 17 this year, but through attrition, some left, various reasons. But
I don't like working in the cold.
definitely the wrong career path then.
Right?
What's it? How many is that at Lakeland? Is that all Lakeland, or is that some
There's 2 Westview.
Westview?
Yeah. And we had a visit from the Westview. Eric Yorty brought over 3 students who were thinking about taking it from Westview Pet for next year.
Good.
So,
Awesome.
Any other questions for Mike?
Sounds good momentum going.
Do you have an open house scheduled, or
not yet, but we will have. We will
Okay.
have this year, yes.
I always like to go through, so.
Awesome. Thank you so much for
Yes.
updating us.
Thanks.
Okay, I also wanted to update you on our Learn to Work program. I was gonna have Kara Young here today to talk about it, because I'm kind of passing this baby over to her a little bit, but she is at a work-based learning conference, so she was on her way there today, couldn't be here, but these pictures, if you attended shop class with Mr. Schick, this is the shop area that he worked in, and we have done all the demolition so that the actual workshop and the room that we used to do drafting in is all one big humongous room right now. And you can see we're getting some of the metal bracing up for the drywall and doing all the electrical, and so it is coming along. Right now everything's running on time. Hopefully it stays that way, so pretty excited
Our
about
kids
it.
are enjoying looking through the window. I know I didn't say I could talk about anything on the agenda, so if I'm in trouble, I'm sorry, but we uncovered the windows so when they go to specials, they can see the progress. Maybe they'll become construction trades in the future.
There you go.
It's kind of fun.
Okay, you're done now.
And our instructor for the program, Brant Headley, has been visited all 3 of the different high schools to talk at lunches and do demonstrations, and so we're seeing some good interest from the students at all 3 buildings, so.
I have to ask, what looks like holes there? I mean,
That's glue from the boards that were up there.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
adhesive they used to put up like the whiteboards and stuff.
okay, all right.
That's why they never stuff.
It looks like somebody went like this.
It does look
Through
like
the brick,
that.
yep.
Yeah. But like the door that went into the old dark room, that's been bricked in, and yeah, so we're making a lot of progress. Won't surprise you that they found that the plumbing is full of sawdust. So we do have to do some work on the plumbing, but that we didn't really expect, but we should have, because it was a shop room for many, many years. So that is what I have to say about that. Then my numbers report. So we had February 1st is our second ADM count for the year, and our count that has been turned into the state is 1,400 students. So you can see that's a difference of -6 from last month, and a difference of -33 from the end of the previous school year. So that is where we are at. And we don't have a treasurer's report because Jamesy is still on medical.
All right, so we will move for school board president's report. I started making a list of all the successes we've had with ISMA, band, wrestling, and it was a ton of kids. But the one I did want to recognize is Quinnell Gabriel just won his second regional championship for wrestling, which is a pretty cool win. And there's 4 of them going to semi-state this weekend. So, other than that, we'll move on to new business.
Okay, your first item is some policies that we need to have approved. 3 of these are basically the same policies, the 1623, 3123, 4123. They all update compliance officers and 504 information. The other ones are some not so big changes. 142.3 involves how we would fill a board vacancy, and our policy said we shall interview all candidates. Not really a problem for us because we don't get lots of candidates when we have that kind of thing, but for a big district it would be, so it was advised that we change that to May. 1220, that eliminated the 7-day waiting period between the hearing of a superintendent's contract and you actually voting on it. Those 2 things can actually happen in the same day now, so you don't have to wait that 7 days. And then 3440, this whole policy thing is always an adventure. When I went in, it was to change a couple of addresses and names, and then I find out the policies are completely different. So when I originally looked at what our policy said for 3440, what I was going to change is that it stated the superintendent would have a district vehicle. And that's not how we do things anymore, so I was going to revamp that. And then I found out the whole policy hadn't been updated in so long, it was completely different. So basically on that policy, we just needed to specify that employees need to have appropriate receipts to be reimbursed. The way it read, it said the superintendent could waive that, and we don't want to do that in the case of an audit. We want to make sure we have everything there. So those are the policy changes.
have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Motion carries. Next is contract.
Yes, so construction manager contract, and I see we have a representative from Wygand here, so feel free to chime in. But on Monday, we did interviews for our contract manager for our bond projects, and we chose Wygand after their presentation. We were very impressed with the legwork that they had already done to find out lead times on some of the items that we need, and their ideas for the safety to keep the students and the workers separated. So we're very excited about that. Oh, we were also excited about the price they quoted. So good all the way around. Is there anything you want to add, or
Should I wait for a motion or should I?
Yeah. Go
No,
ahead.
thank you guys. Just want to say thank you guys very much. Really looking forward to a partnership and getting boots on the ground and kicking off on a couple projects that we can all be really proud of. So thank you guys for putting your trust in us, and we're looking forward to getting started.
We have a kickoff meeting tomorrow at 2,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
So they are really ready to get going.
Sounds good. So I guess we better
So we need a vote now.
Yeah.
Alright, we have a motion.
So move.
I don't think.
Second.
All in favor? Motion carries. Alright, we will move on.
Now you wanna say anything?
Yeah.
I should have waited for that.
And when it's all done, we'll let you talk again.
A lot of projects happening, so we appreciate you taking the lead on it. So Dr. Blaze doesn't have to be the manager.
Oh. I'll be very involved, but I'm not
Yeah,
managing.
exactly. So, alright, we'll move on to employment.
Okay, so under the employment, you have a lot of different things, but we have several stipends that we are awarding for work in dual credit classes. We have some parapros that we are hiring, some vocal solo ensemble band stipends, substitute teachers. We're starting up the learning fair, so coaches. There's quite a variety on there. So we're looking forward to welcoming them all to Lakeland. Many returning
I was
Lakeland
gonna say, there's
graduates.
some Lakeland graduates,
there
quite
are.
a bit, actually.
Yeah.
I like it when you put that in there.
Mhm.
Do we have a motion?
So move. Second.
All in favor? Motion carries. Volunteers.
We have one volunteer for 6th grade girls basketball at the intermediate school, Kyle Sherman, who is a Lakeland grad. We would like you to welcome him on.
Do we have a motion?
So. Second.
All in favor?
Wow.
All in favor?
Everybody's
Alright.
looking at me.
Let's regroup. Alright, resignations.
Okay, we always have people come and go, and we would like to wish them the best as they go. So Maxine Gravitt, our latchkey parapro, is one of the people leaving. Billy Lorraine will be retiring, so we really enjoyed having her at the intermediate the last few years, and wish her the best. Jerry Mead will be leaving us. She's a bus monitor. Alexis Wetzel is our student latchkey helper. And then we'll talk about the next one when we get to it.
Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Motion carries. On to retirement.
We have one retirement, Rachel Stroop, after 38 years in education, all of them spent here at Lakeland. She is going to become a full-time NEE in her retirement. She did say that she was unable to be here tonight, but she wanted to thank the board for allowing her to serve all these years at Lakeland. Anything to add, Brock?
You ain't see her go, that's for sure.
I don't think we're gonna go into motion for this.
Is that right? Just deny?
I can tell her that you guys denied it.
Tell her
It's
that.
on camera, so.
Send to the recording.
I accidentally
Go ahead and
unplugged
make
it, I
a
don't know
motion
how
to Approve her retirement.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Motion carries. Consent agenda.
Okay, consent agenda, you have a couple of field trips on there of note. Our dental class would like to go to the midwinter meeting in Chicago, a chance for them to experience professional development. Our 6th graders would like to go to the Kalamazoo Valley Museum. That's a hands-on museum focused on science, technology, and history. And then there are also some donations to highlight within there. We have been granted another Don Wood grant. This one is for the Laker Lab, $282,000. And that will fund a Paxton Patterson Lab, which is career exploration for our 7th and 8th graders. So it pays for the equipment, and we are continuing to look for more grants to pay to renovate the space.
I really like Don Wood.
Right? They have been very good to us this year. So I think that's probably about $800,000.
That's pretty close to a
More
million.
than that. We're probably close to $1 million from them this year. So very excited with the way the labs will align. We are choosing the labs that align with impact programs and the CTE offerings that we have, so that our 7th and 8th graders can get a little bit of hands-on experience in that area as they go to plan their high school careers. So I think it'll be a great thing. We also have a mini grant from the Rochester Institute of Technology. Each year they give us money based on how many students we have in Project Lead the Way classes to help continue that program.
Do we have a motion?
So
Second.
All in favor? Motion carries. All right, we'll move on to public comments. I see none. Board member comments?
You can do myself.
All right. Calendar review. We will meet here on March 11th, same time. Do I have a motion to
So
adjourn?
moved.
All in favor? Motion carries. Meeting is adjourned.